So, Peter Okoye of P Square has finally released a public statement addressing the EFCC accusation leveled against him by his twin brother, Paul Okoye. Please subscribe, turn on your bell notification, and please endeavor to give this video a like, massive likes, comment, and share so that this video will get the visibility that it needs. That being said, let's dive into it already. So according to Peter, he said, before I tell you the whole story, here is what I need you all to understand. It's always surprising to me when people say P Square is always bringing their family matters into the public eye. Let me clarify this. P Square is not just a family, it's a public brand. But Peter, Paul, and Jude, Aneta, Ifeoma, Lola, and the rest of our family members are family. But P Square is an entity that belongs to the family as much as it does belong to us. Our fans have played a significant role in our success, so they have the right to know what's happening with their beloved brand P Square. That's why it's understandable when certain aspects of our lives are shared publicly. Now, let's get straight to the point. I want to make it clear that I never reported my twin brother, Paul, to the EFCC. I know many of you were disappointed when Paul accused me of doing so. He mentioned that I wrote a petition against him, which he claimed made the EFCC to ask him to provide a surety. This statement suggested that he was detained, which is not true. Peter, Paul, and Jude own a management company together called Northside Entertainment, which we use to manage all of P Square's affairs. One day, I discovered another company with a similar name, but this one was called Northside Music instead of Northside Entertainment. This surprised me, so I decided to investigate further. And guess what? To my shock, the founders and directors of this secret company were none other than Jude Okoye and his wife, ifeoma Okoye, and the registered address was the family home of Jude's wife. Still in shock, I knew I had to talk to Paul about it. I approached him multiple times, at least 4 different times, asking if he knew anything about this secret company and the whereabouts of some of P Square's royalties. Each time I met with him, he denied knowing anything about it. I want to set the record straight. I hereby challenge Paul or anyone else to show any petition that I, Peter Okoye, ever submitted against my twin brother Paul or that has Paul's name on it. I am still writing this with so much shock because I gave clear instructions to my legal team with a standing order that under no circumstances should Paul be included in my petition. Their focus was to remain solely on the primary subjects, Jude Okoye and his wife, ifeoma Okoye, since they were the directors of this secret company, Northside Music. Paul's recent interview about the EFCC incident contains a lot of lies. I watched and listened to Paul's interview. I was totally speechless and I kept asking myself, how does Paul have the audacity to publicly tell lies like this, even with a respected and reputable agency like the EFCC? He claimed I petitioned him, but that's not something that ever happened to Paul. The truth is, this was something that actually happened to Jude. The real story goes back to the shocking discovery I made. But what really got me very upset was finding out that for years, millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of naira were being secretly diverted into this secret company's account, Northside Music, from our own company, Northside Entertainment. This was not just a minor issue, it was a massive betrayal that had been going on for several years. I understand that Paul is angry because I took this matter to the EFCC, and I understand why. However, bearing in mind that I have met Paul and Jude separately and tried to discuss this matter, and it yielded me with no positive answer. In fact, the last time I approached Paul, the conversation got heated up and he said, and I quote, Peter, go and do your worst. At this stage, I was left with no other choice but to report to the authorities and take legal actions. Jude was then detained after being questioned. He came clean and admitted he had been diverting millions of dollars of our company to the secret company that he and his wife were the director of. All of Jude's bank accounts were immediately frozen. He was eventually released on bail and he managed to provide a surety and met the other bail conditions. Meanwhile, further investigations are still going on up until now. Paul's name was never mentioned in the petition because he was never a director of the secret company unless there is something he is hiding from all of us. Paul was only invited for questioning, just like Jackson and Joko of Iroko TV, Amaju, Pinnick, and others who had transactional dealings with Northside Music. Hey, the EFCC investigation found out that Northside Music had been secretly collecting P Square's royalties over the years. This royalty money were sent to a bureau de change, then transferred to Jude's personal bank account. A closer look at Jude's account statement revealed that once the money entered his personal account, there were multiple transactions where he was splitting the funds equally with Paul without Peter. This naturally led to some questions. Hey! After Jude confessed to diverting the funds, he also told the EFCC that the money he had been sending to Paul for several years wasn't about sharing money behind Peter's back. Instead, it was money he owed Paul from the sale of their house in America, which he was gradually paying back the loan. This is the reason why Paul has been telling everyone that the EFCC has cleared him, as if I ever wanted him to get into trouble with the EFCC. The story is very long, but I will tell it all in due time. For now, I will stop here until the EFCC sends the final report to my legal team. Once that happens, before heading to the law court, I will make the exact petition that doesn't include Paul's name public. Chai. I will also release the EFCC final reports, receipts, and other documents related to this secret company, including the CAC registration, bank transactions, and bank statements that Jude set up with his wife, ifeoma Okoye. May God help us all. Chai, what a betrayal. Oh my goodness. Chai, 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 chai. This is, oh God, I don't even know how to. More from your own brother. So that is to say, I start to be corrected in the comment section, oh guys, please. So that is to say that these their fights have always been Jude Okoye. So what Cynthia Morgan said about Jude Okoye, hey, even I say not true. Because what is all this? An elder is in the house and the two brothers are fighting. Instead of the elder one to settle these two people, he's taking side. And do you even think that Paul, hey, that is the twin, is also behaving as if he doesn't know that either after him comes Peter or after Peter comes him. Like, where is the bond? Twins do share. Let me say, this is not ordinary, I beg. There is more to this. It is well. Guys, share your thoughts in the comment section, please. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on your bell notification to always get notified anytime I drop new video or videos. On this channel, we react, analyze, we give trending gist, celebrity news, true crime, and true crime stories. And to my Tony subscribers, thank you for always watching, liking, commenting, and sharing. Bye bye for now as I'm signing off for my next one. Peace out. I love you all. Bye.